Helpless. Don't you just feel helpless? Don't you just feel like you're just getting sucked away against your will? Like no matter what you do, it's just gonna keep. The more you like keep beating a beehive with a stick, the more you try to escape it, the more it's gonna suck you up, and then eventually spit you out and say, "Ha ha! Look at me! I got you again." Now you got to start all over again. Oh look, you think things are gonna work out, but no. Let me here. Bam! Something crappy, and happens. How is this world not hell? And it's only in hell where you would have this feeling of helplessness. Now here's the thing. The ego is going to be there and it's going to be like, no, I'm not going to let you make me feel helpless. I'm going to be there and handle whatever needs to be handled. And then guess what? Boom, brought down again. And then you got to start all over again, right? Now, there are those people. There are those people that get at the top and they stay there. How do they do that? By swindling people. No decent person, hardly, it's very rare, it does happen, but most of the time in this world, full of crap, people are just brought down the more they try. The guys are like, oh, this guy's trying really hard. Let's see how miserable we can make him today. That's pretty much what it is now. That's what we call help. You feel helpless. That's what we call pretty much an evil world. I don't know what else to say to that. This world's all about just coming out on top, and if you can't do that, then you're a loser. And it's just, well, we're doing the best we can. Well, your best isn't good enough. You got these guys sitting there just waiting for you to screw up, and you could do your best every day, all your life, and then one day you do something wrong, and then they ruin your life. I've heard of people working at people and doing a good job for like 20 more years, and they get let go because they screwed up one day. That's fucking idiots in this world, man. Nobody really cares about anybody. It's just about waking up and being a little robot or whatever every day is, and it just makes you feel so helpless. It's like, why am I even waking up? I don't want to wake up. I just want to go back to sleep. Oh, but then you're lazy. It's like, whatever you do, there's always this voice in the head and people around you, voices in their heads or whatever, just trying to make you feel like you're insignificant compared to them. And that's how they get that way. That's how people on the top get that way, because they're tired of being fucked around, and they say, look, I'm just going to be an asshole. I'm just going to be one of the selfish bastards or whatever. Not that everybody's a selfish bastard. I want to go too far. I want to, there's a lot of decent people that manage things, but it's just not enough. None of my videos are directly influenced at any individual. It's just life in general. I'm Black Hole. I'm talking, life in general. Remember from my first video, life in general. I dare not directly insult anybody because I don't want to lose this channel. I'm still just getting started, and I love making videos almost every day. I don't know when my next video will be. I know I always say that. But anyway, what was I saying? Most of the time, the people on the top get that way because, they're tired of being screwed over for trying to be indecent. The good guys finish last thing, right? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's so stupid. It's backwards. Everything's backwards in this world. So you got to be most of the time, you got to be a swindler. I was going to say dickhead. You got to be somebody who's willing to just cheat people, and then you gotta feel good about it, or you gotta pretend to feel good about it. It's so backwards, man. You can't be yourself without people trying to make you like them. You can't feel good about something without it being trying to take away, or feeling like it ain't worth it, or there's always something, always some voice in your head. That's how most of us have been brought up, is just sitting in a classroom and learning a bunch of stuff that we're gonna forget anyway. And then you get there and it's like, okay, I gotta pretend like I feel good, even though I probably really don't. Even most the decent people, I believe that everybody's fundamentally decent. Either they've forgotten or they gotta pretend like they're not decent so they'll get by. And that's just fucking helpless, miserable world. You can have all the experience, you can go through all the stuff that you've ever been through in your life, and you're still gonna one of the two things is going to happen. Number one, things are going to work out, and you'll more than likely not end up being happy. There are those who actually do end up happy, and like good, I'm so happy. People that win lottery and go gambling and win millions of paper and everything, and they still end up being unhappy. It's like I feel empty. It's all this. So either that's going to happen, or you're in the other ones. Of course, you're going to have all the stuff you care about taken away, because the more you care about something, the more you try to keep it, the more it's going to be like, you'll probably get too serious about it, and that'll get you in trouble. You'll probably another thing that could happen is you just care about it, and you probably don't realize you're slacking off because you're comfortable with it, and it's like, oh, this guy's not working hard enough. It's like we got to be a fake slave robot, puppet master, marionette all the time, whatever, we got to be like that all the time, or people are going to be like, this guy's actually thinking for himself. Yeah, we can't have that. We need people to be helpless. If they don't feel helpless, then we need to make them. They may, at least, the very least, make them out to be helpless, even if they don't feel helpless. That's why, they got to create an illusion for everything. Even if somebody feels good about their life, we got to fix it and make it seem like life is a pain in the ass. In other words, everything has to be difficult, otherwise it's not worth doing. We're not going to give you this green paper, that's all it is paper. We're not going to think, you're not worth anything unless you're busting your ass. Nobody can just be themselves and be happy. No, you do what we wanted down. Now, how can that not make you feel helpless? No, we're just robot puppets, marionettes, whatever. We're just little, the up 2, 3, 4. We don't have brains, hearts, minds, souls of our own. No, we're just here to kiss ass and pretend like we're happy, just so we can eventually get to their point and pretend like we're happy about making other people kiss our ass. Otherwise, the people at the very top are going to get up off their little cigar smoking chairs and say, look, we don't think you're a worthy manager. See, it always goes up and then comes crashing back down like an avalanche, and and we're all going to quote unquote die anyway. Meaningless, helpless mess that we're living in. It's the exact opposite of how it should be. The way the world should be is people helping each other, and then it's not necessarily being selfish, helping yourself and then helping each other in the process. Because if you help yourself, then you'll automatically help others because you're already helping yourself. But a lot of people think that you got to bust ass in order to help yourself. No, most of the time things will just take care of themselves because we're under the delusion that you got to have money in order to provide for yourself. Everything's already there. It's just, no, we can't just help each other. We got to have green paper to show that we've helped each other, because we're too stupid, dare I say it, to just help each other, because we're worried that everybody's going to swindle us. Damn it, people are going to swindle us anyway. That's just it. People are going to swindle us anyway. So why bother? There's always going to be ignorance in this world, and that's why you should not bring any children into it. You can't say that, because people are still going to want to have a bundle of joy they can kick out of the house when they're like 20 or whatever. Most of the time it's 18. It's supposed to be 18. And then you're like, oh, I want a kid. I want a baby, even though most of the time they know that life is a pain in the neck. But my kid's going to be different. My kid's going to give my life meaning. And nobody remembers asking to be born. If they did, it was, before we took on this dense human consciousness. And from my perspective, if we're going to be sitting in the spiritual realm, looking at this world, it's either we're being deceived because we're in a greater state of consciousness, and we're just being deceived by angels or whatever, which are just messengers of consciousness, or it's just we're just bored with sitting in the void of eternal spiritual, I wouldn't say perfection, because there's many levels of heaven. I believe there's many levels of heaven. I believe there's many levels of hell. I believe everybody creates their own personal hell and wrecks it on other people, or heaven for that matter. We create everything. But how can you not feel helpless? How can you not feel helpless when it's all about just helping the other guy? There's anything wrong with that. It's wonderful helping people, like I just said, but do it the right way, man. That's all for this one. Black Hole Handle, what up? Don't know when I'm going to make my next one. See you guys later. Peace out. Another day, another souffle.